Hello students, today we are here with a new block, that is block 9, communicable diseases, and this is our part 1 of block 9, that is from unit 5 class 5 science. So children, in this session we will come to know about communicable diseases, and we will be able to differentiate between communicable and non-communicable diseases. And before discussing this, we want to know our aim of this session is students will be able to recognize that some microorganisms can cause disease and called pathogens, and students can differentiate between communicable and non-communicable diseases. So children, over in this picture, can you see curd is set? So what does it mean here? This is curd. Yes, from where we can make our curd? We can make our curd from milk. You can ask your mother make curd from milk, and what changes milk into curd? Yes children, there are microorganisms who changes milk into curd. They are extremely small organisms that cannot be seen with naked eyes. They are everywhere in our surrounding, such as in air, water and soil, and also our hands and bodies. They are too much small that we cannot see, but we can see with the help of microscope. So that's why these are known as microorganisms. So microorganisms are very small, have different shapes, rod, spiral, spherical, dumbbell, and these can be seen only by microscope. But children, some of them are useful. All of them are not harmful for us. Some are harmful and cause diseases. They are called pathogens. Only disease causing microorganisms are called pathogen. So children, in this picture you can see there are many microorganisms and having different shapes. Circular shape, rod-like shaped, and this is swollen shaped. These all are what? These are organisms, and these are disease caused by microorganisms. So you can say these disease can caused by pathogens. Let's read our chapter, microorganisms and pathogens. Microorganisms or microbes are very tiny organisms that cannot be seen with the naked eyes. They can only be seen with a microscope. They live almost everywhere, in the water, food and air. Many also live within human bodies. Bacteria, virus, fungi and yeast are some type of microorganism. So children, remember these four. These are different type of microorganisms. Some of them are useful and some are harmful. Some microorganisms cause diseases. These disease causing microorganisms are called pathogens. Okay, I hope ki it is clear to you all. So children, now we will start with the communicable disease. So have you heard about non-communicable diseases? Let's see. Communicable diseases are diseases that are spread from one person to another person. Diseases that are catching, diseases that are caused by germ or pathogens. So children, nowadays we are facing a problem that is caused by COVID bacteria. COVID virus, sorry, not bacteria, it is virus. So children, it is a viral disease, and COVID-19 that is spreading very fast in our country. So it is very fatal also, है ना? So what do you think about this? This is a communicable disease, children, because it is spreading from one person to another person. So it is a communicable disease. Okay. So what is communicable disease? Now you are familiar with this, and let's read. Diseases that spread from one person to another are called communicable diseases. Some examples of communicable diseases are common cold, chickenpox, malaria, and dengue fever. And also, you can write down here COVID 19, SARS, and many others are there. Diseases that do not spread from one person to another are called non communicable diseases. So, children, there are some diseases that cannot be spread in the person to person. There is no communication to person, so they are known as non communicable diseases. So, examples of non communicable diseases are cancer, anemia, diabetes. Children, these diseases are deficiency diseases, and cancer is the disease that can spread in your body, in our body, with itself. There is no other symptom and no other thing we can see initially, but children, still we don't know what is the main cause of cancer. Anemia and diabetes are caused by deficiency of some particular nutrients in our body. Like anemia is caused by, yes, it is due to lack of hemoglobin or blood in our body. And diabetes is caused by sugar, that is, you can say, high sugar intake, due to it occurs in our body. So children, what do you understand with these communicable and non-communicable diseases? Now you are very familiar with these terms. And now how will they spread? How they will spread in our environment or person to person? So what are the main cause behind this spreading of communicable diseases? Communicable diseases spread either through food, air, water, vectors, or by direct contact. So, children, by food, by air, if we share food, then it can spread. Sometimes we sneeze in air, then these particle of water vapor with having bacteria or virus within it can cause this disease. Okay, and water, vectors are those animals or microorganisms that can cause that particular type of disease, or by direct contact. If we talk a person who is infected with a particular disease, then we can get that disease also. So diseases that spread through air are called airborne diseases. So children, this COVID-19 is also airborne disease. Examples Examples of airborne diseases are common cold, influenza, and it is commonly known as flu, chickenpox, smallpox, and tuberculosis. Children, diseases that spread through water are called waterborne diseases, like airborne, that is just like this, waterborne diseases. Examples of waterborne diseases are cholera and jaundice. These are diseases caused by water. If we drink polluted water, then this water can cause these diseases, cholera and jaundice. Some diseases spread through infected food also. Examples are diarrhea and dysentery. So children, diarrhea and dysentery, these are caused by infected food. So this disease mainly affect our intestine, and we feel that pain in our stomach or intestinal lower abdominal pain. These are symptoms of these diseases. So children, some communicable diseases spread by contact with an infected person. The contact can be direct or indirect. Conjunctivitis or eye flu and skin diseases are examples of communicable diseases that can be spread by contact. Some diseases spread through animal. Mosquitoes spread malaria and dengue. Rats spread plague, and dogs spread rabies. Some such animals that carry disease causing microorganisms or pathogens are called vectors. If a communicable disease spread it to too many people at the same time, it is said to be an epidemic. In recent years, dengue has become a seasonal epidemic in many parts of India. So I hope you have heard about dengue, and it is very fatal disease and it is caused by mosquito. So children, I am going to give you an example. Like this is conjunctivitis or eye flu, that is this is normal eye and this is infected eye. If we come in contact of this infected person, then we can get this disease also. So children, you can make a chart like this as I am showing you. Like disease we can take here, that is we are considering tuberculosis, and this is the tuberculosis disease, and is defined as infectious disease caused by a bacterium, mycobacterium. This is the name of that bacteria. TB, that most commonly affect the lungs. So what is tuberculosis? Here we can write down. And symptoms, yes, you have to write down symptoms below the disease. Slight fever, night sweats, weight loss, fatigue, these all are symptoms. When anybody is suffering from tuberculosis, then these symptoms can show that person is suffering particular type of disease. And yes, this is very important to know what are the mode of transmission of this particular disease. This is tuberculosis is an airborne disease able to be passed from one person to another. So children, you have to make this uh, chart like this, and many diseases you can write down, note it down there, so it will be helpful for you. So before starting our worksheet, I am going to give a quick summary to you. So, children, these are we have discussed about microorganism, and microorganisms are both helpful and harmful. Harmful microorganisms are known as pathogens or simply germs. Many common diseases like common cold, typhoid, malaria, diarrhea, skin diseases are caused by germs, or you can say pathogens. So, virus cause disease like malaria and common cold. Bacteria can cause disease like tetanus and typhoid. Fungus causes disease, skin disease, and protozoa can cause diseases like amoebobiasis. So, children, these all diseases are caused by microorganisms, and those microorganisms are called pathogens. So, we come to know about something about microorganism and communicable and non-communicable diseases. So, let's solve our worksheet. So, in this picture, observe the picture of microorganisms. Also read what they do. Color the useful microorganism green and the harmful ones red. So children, in this picture, you can see that this is what? This is yeast. Makes the dough ferment to make bread fluffy. Here this is bread mold, and in this we have put like dough of all purpose flour, and we have to add yeast, so uh, it can make our bread fluffy. So children, yeast is a microorganism and it is good for us, not bad for us. Okay, so good microorganism, we will color it green. This is meat, and bacteria act on meat and produce substances that cause it to decay. Children, it is not good for us. Okay, decayed food, and you can say ki it is destroyed by bacteria, so this we will color as red. This is what? This is fruit, and you can see these patches on this fruit are there. So these patches shows that this food is not good for our health, so we will mark as red. And these you can say these are the some bacteria, and bacteria turn the sugar into milk milk to curd. Actually, some good bacteria, those are responsible to change our milk into curd. So these are good for our health. And yes, these bacteria live in our intestine, and they make our food proper. They make our food digest, and proper digestion process they do in our intestine. Next question is, name any two diseases caused by bacteria, that is tetanus and typhoid. B. Fungus, skin disease, athlete's foot, virus, dengue, common cold. Why do scientists need to study about microorganisms? Children, as we heard about it, microorganisms can cause some diseases, and they are also helpful for us. They help in our food. Okay, so scientists, it is important for scientists to study about microorganisms because they affect our lives in many ways. With the help of these studies about microorganisms, we have been able to cure and prevent so many communicable diseases. And if they are helpful for us, then we can take their help. Okay, and in this, we will read first, and then we will give answer. Many children suffer from a disease called anemia. Anemia occurs when the hemoglobin in a person's blood becomes low. The person gets tired easily, and the skin may become pale. One can prevent anemia by having an iron rich diet. Yes, if we are anemic, then we can take iron rich diet. It will fulfill all the requirement of iron in our body. Children get common cold or influenza easily. When the season changes, it is a viral infection. Running nose and sneezing are common symptoms which can be accompanied with fever. It is advised that while sneezing, one should cover their nose with a handkerchief or tissue paper. So, children, it is helpful to, it will prevent to spread that particular microorganism in the environment. So we have to put handkerchief on our nose and mouth whenever we sneeze or cough. So what causes anemia? What causes influenza? Children, this disease is deficiency disease, and this disease is caused by germs. So low level of hemoglobin in blood cause anemia. Pathogens or virus cause influenza. Next one, which of the above disease can spread from one person to another? How? So children, deficiency disease cannot be spread, and influenza as the pathogens can be easily transmitted through air. So this is transmittable disease. Next one is, which other diseases can spread from one person to another? List any five. So, children, communicable diseases can spread one person to another. Some examples are malaria, dengue, typhoid, measles, and skin diseases. Next question is, how are communicable diseases different from non communicable diseases? So, children, communicable diseases are ones that can spread from one person to another. They are caused by germs or pathogens. Non communicable diseases are the ones that do not spread from one person to another. They may be caused due to disorder in the body or deficiency of a particular nutrient in the body. Question number 3, color blindness is a disease in which people cannot differentiate between colors. It passes from parents to children. Is it a communicable disease? Why or why not? It is not a communicable disease as it is not caused by germs or transmitted by pathogens. Children, it is not transmittable by any kind of germs or pathogens. It is hereditary. It can be hereditary, so it can transfer from parents to offspring. So children, I hope this session will be helpful for you. And now I will say bye bye, and I will meet you with the new video, that is part 2. And in that video we will discuss prevention of communicable diseases. Okay children, bye bye, take care.